वहाँ देखो ना फील्ड पे कौन कौन कीपर
गुस्से में लगता है यार
कीपर
मेरे ऊपर मैं ऐसे गुस्सा निकाल रहा हूँ कीपर रॉबी यार काम करना है यार मैंने नहीं किया है यहीं बैठा हुआ है मैं कॉल गाड़ी में बैठ के कॉल ले रहा था मैं जब बीवी को बोला छोड़ के जाए यहाँ पे शाम गरदारी भी यार वो बोल रहे हैं कि अंपायरिंग गलत की है मैंने इतनी तो मैंने बढ़िया अंपायरिंग करी है फिर भी यार कोई
ये लोग रो ही रहे थे वैसे
ऐसा क्या किस चीज़ में नोबल में
यार नोबल जो थी वो थी जो नहीं थी वो नहीं थी क्योंकि मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू डिफरेंट है ना वहाँ से आपको यहाँ से नहीं मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दूसरा होगा वहाँ से
एनीवेज आपका डिसीजन फाइनल है जो है वो
Who is our keeper?
Robbie. Is it? Yeah, Robbie.
For them.
Robbie.
For them.
I'll keep with us, yeah.
Who won the toss and who won it? Who won the toss, Prasanna?
We messaged each other.
Setting up the app. One second.
So Graham,
Who won the toss?
BeachCombers.
BeachCombers.
We gave it to Bowl.
Come on, Ashwin.
ये रॉबी है ना?
Setting this one out. I did.
Who is
I'm
batting
not
for
in
you?
the- Not in our strongest team.
और नॉन स्ट्राइकर
बहुत फूट रहा हूँ
मतलब बॉलिंग जॉन
पता नहीं क्यों
पता नहीं
बात हो रही थी
नॉर्मल बात की पीढ़ी रहा
ये न्यू बॉल है क्या?
भाई मतलब पूरा बैटिंग के ऊपर है बॉलिंग अच्छा
Yeah, how are you
मस्त
scoring?
दिया हम लोग
नॉट मच है
एक थोड़ा पार्टनरशिप टिक जाए ना हो जाएगा बॉलिंग बहुत अपना जॉन और यही काफी है दोनों राहुल दिया हाँ अभी काफी अच्छा खेल रहे हैं और अभी भी खेल रहे हैं
रोमन है
You're umpiring.
No.
Well, I just fished that one out. You don't need. You've got someone to score.
I'll score because
Graham, we can do the commentary.
you can do commentary. I'll give you money.
Yeah, makes sense. You should score. Right.
Nihal.
निहल अंपायर कौन है भाई
You and Shiv, na?
Shiv is sitting there.
Not this Shiv, yaar. Vasant.
Why?
He went.
so we can ask someone else.
No worries.
Vaishak, come for umpiring. You're going.
You can score. I'll do the umpire.
Ronak, if you want to borrow my shirt, you can do.
We had extra time today.
I think, yeah, no one's coming. Yes. Okay. So, I'll stand here with you for the time.
Yeah.
I don't mind wearing a mic.
Just need to plug and play, right?
Yeah, that's it. Let's turn it in.
We're already into the second ball. Another dot. Good afternoon, Graham.
Good afternoon, Kostab. So Kostab and Graham here in the commentary box. Second match for today. He's been a little outside off. Batsman's not played at a few of these so far this over. The umpire's not interested in any wides. From where I'm standing, just behind the bowler's arm.
I think it's just the first over, so they're just being careful, knowing that we have the best bowler for Beachcombers, John, coming in. So they're aware of this. That's why I think they're being careful.
Absolutely. I mean, that one, so that was the classic left arm Yorker on the toes, swinging in swinger. Dangerous. So this is the last ball of the over. This could be a maiden. Oh, that was another in-swinging Yorker that's been dug out. So yes, end of the first over, and that's a maiden. I don't know if the Beachcombers might be disappointed. There's no wickets.
Yeah, we always look for one, right?
Absolutely. So we're the commentators are a little bit partisan. Myself and Kostab are both in the Beachcombers B team. So we're watching the first 11 at the moment and trying to pick up a few pointers on how to improve our game. So expect some partisan commentary.
Yeah.
Do you know much about the KCU team?
Not really. I have no idea. I'm sorry about this, but yeah, as we go along, I think we will be able to figure out who's playing what. But yeah, we'll try to be impartial when it comes to.
I'm not going to commit at all to any impartiality. So we've got Steve bowling next. Well, we can tell you a bit or two about him. Steve's come from Bielsko to play. He's taking the bus in. I don't know if he came in last night so he could get a night out, but he looks relatively fresh today. He looks like a man who's sober.
Yeah.
He's another dangerous all-rounder.
Absolutely. I mean, the party happens after the match, Graham. If you don't know, so he will. Yeah, that and also on Saturdays, and it's also a bank holiday in Poland today. It's a Corpus Christi holiday in the middle of the week, which is good to have. So, good day of cricket. A lot cloudy though, but sometimes we have the sun peeking in, which is good.
Yes. Absolutely, there's some blue sky above, but it's mostly a cloudy day. The sun, as you say, pops out now and again. Swallows have arrived in Krakow, and so be careful if you're looking up. Don't keep your mouth open. Right, so we've got Steve to bowl the next over, and this should be Ziyan to face. Come on, guys! Right, there we go. Right arm over, shuffles, comes in. Oh, that was just Yorker length. They look for the single. He hit it a tiny bit on the up, but maybe. Yes, that was safe. No run. Oh, that's going to go. So Rahul just got to that, but it was a tricky one. It sort of yorked him on the fence, and it went past him for 4. Oh,
that's a swing and a miss.
Absolutely. He's come down the wicket and he's been beaten. That one's just moved away from him and he's been beaten. But he's clearly looking, unlike his partner Samir, who saw the first over safely. Ziyan is clearly looking to give this a smack. Steve's gone straight round the wicket now, and that's been scuffed away down to fine leg for 1. Interesting. So Steve went round the wicket there. But now I see, I think he's going to go, run up for a quickish bowler. Oh, and he's sort of left that hanging out in the channel, Steve. Batsman's had a nibble, and I say missed it by a fair way. There was no cries there for slip catches and what have you. Right. I think.
Oh, that's a brilliant,
so
brilliant shot.
that's Ronak on the deep boundary, jumped for that, and
Failed attempt for a catch.
so that's a nice way to finish the over. 5 off the first 5 balls, but then that's over's gone for 11 in total, and John comes on to do his second over.
The Beachcombers here desperately needing a wicket. And once we start with one, and usually never stops. What say, Graham?
Absolutely. Oh, that's a full toss. It's gone for 2. He's 2. Was that a no ball or? Yep. Okay.
Graham doing dual duties of scoring the match as well as commentary. That's the kind of dedication we have here. Thank you, Graham.
Just anytime. Right, okay, so Jian looks dangerous. He does look like they're going to want this wicket sooner than later. John.
That's a chance and a run out.
That was needless.
Absolutely a huge confusion there. The ball straight went to the fielder and there was definitely not a run. Risk taken.
Any idea who fielder 1 was? Who threw it in?
I think it was
Rohan.
Rohan.
Rohan. Rohan? Is that you?
So Rohan doing the great throw of getting the batsman out. Robbie, our wicketkeeper, did a brilliant job. John getting his first wicket. It's 2 overs, 1 ball.
Oh, who's the next batsman? Ganeshan, is it? Batsman's name? Batsman's name? Prasanna.
Next batsman is Prasanna. Oh, that swung nicely.
Absolutely. So, John, I felt like John when he was facing Jian, so it was 2 full tosses that over, and you could see that knowing that he was playing aggressively, he's just off his length, and now there's a new batsman in, and John's right on the money again.
Yeah, and there's chance and the misfield.
So that's good cricket all round. I think it was just short of the Yorker length there, and that was nicely flicked through to mid-wicket. Decent fielding, good cricket. So last ball of the over, just 3 off it so far. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was another floating Yorker.
John attempting to take wickets here with those Yorkers. And
mind your hamstrings, Robbie. Robbie's resident. I think Robbie's almost 60, and he's just sprinted in to get his something or other. I think it's a ball. It's a ball cancer. Very good, right?
Yeah. Isn't he fit for a 60-year-old?
I think he's probably 55.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And yes, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
Still keeping a bit of a tummy on him, but not too bad. Right, so Steve to bowl his second over.
Bit of a fumble.
He's up against the new batsman, Prasanna Ganeshan, who's I think he's the vice captain of.
Oh, that's wide.
That's wide, yeah. Yeah. Right, so that's a wide.
We have most of the guinea pigs players staying back and watching the match, which is really motivating.
So Steve, there was, I think, I don't know if he did the leg cutter there, but there was looked like there was huge movement off the pitch there. Oh, that definitely looks like he's bowling leg cutters. And the batsman's struggling to do a great deal with this. I wouldn't say it's not looking threatening, but they'll be wanting to. Oh, he probably could have left that. Oh, nice fielding there from Pranab. Excellent. So Pranab is right under the batsman's nose there.
I think he has found a new spot there. Like from the last match, he's been standing there doing a very good job,
Absolutely.
putting some pressure on the batsman. John coming
Absolutely.
in, throwing the ball back.
Yeah.
1 run. It's
One to go.
1 to go. 17 for 1. It's 3.5.
4 and over. So based on
Huge appeal there.
hey guys, till next time. See you. Cheers. Okay, so you've mentioned that the guinea pigs are hanging around, but they're not.
No,
They've
they left. I can see only one
left.
player,
Oh.
Shiv, waiting there.
and Nehal, of course,
course.
who's umpiring with Ashwin,
Mhm.
2 of the KCC stalwarts, and captaining guinea pigs and dragon warriors.
John seems
respectively.
disappointed there.
You'll bowl. Do you think you'll bowl your third? Do you think you'll bowl out? See you, Right. Right. Okay. So Rahul to start the 5th over. Rahul is quick. I think he's the quickest bowler in the KPL this year. Certainly
Absolutely.
the quickest I've seen.
Mhm.
And that
Brilliant
was,
ball.
right.
Brilliant throw by Rohan. He's onto the ball again, and
Ryan's been practicing, or he's lost a bit of weight or something. I don't remember him being an amazing fielder in the past, but this year he's really turned it on. His batting and fielding have come along in leaps and bounds.
yeah, he has lost some weight because we spoke about it. So that's definitely there.
That's why.
Although he was practicing in the winter sessions, and absolutely always helps. Yeah.
So before the match, I talked to Raoul about not bowling any wides, and he said that he expected he wouldn't bowl more than 1 wide in his 3 overs. That's gone to Ryan again. Ryan's covering a fair bit of pitch there, fair bit of the pitch. He's at he's at mid wicket, and he's basically covering everything through from fine leg right through to deep mid wicket. So
he's been pushed back.
He's moved to more of a mid-off position.
Ah, we have.
and interesting. Yeah, so Pranab's been moved into short mid-wicket. So Rahul bowls his 4th ball. That is, and that's just been sort of pushed through to slip. Steve's at slip. A good slipper. So I've heard he's a bit wide. I would have thought for Rahul, you're looking for the feathered opportunities, but Robbie's an excellent wicketkeeper, and maybe he's also taking the first slip position.
That's a chance.
Bit of a shout. Ronak's excited about that one, but no one else particularly.
Ashwin signaling that the ball travelled down the leg side. So, yeah, definitely.
So that's the last ball of the over. Let's see if he comes in with a spearing Yorker to rip the stumps out.
That's given. Oh my goodness! He took his time.
That did look.
And I think it was from my position where I'm standing right now. It was a
very
plump,
good shout.
Yeah, very good shout and a bit of argument.
I think the batsman's arguing that it was too high. I mean, for me, the ball looked like it was skidding through pretty low.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't say that was
absolutely. I think from my angle it was quite plump, LBW, and no doubt about that. And Ashwin being Ashwin, he took his time, given it out, so he might have thought about it. Nevertheless, umpire's last decision. That's the rule.
Well, I did say, would it be the quicker ball to finish the over up?
You did say, and you said that it would be an Yorker, but nevertheless,
It wasn't
a
a
wicket.
Yorker.
A wicket. A wicket.
Oh, right. So Upendra is coming in now.
Another brilliant bowler from BeachCombers.
Another all-rounder, we could say. Upendra, I think he's probably the best batsman.
But also
for
he's
the BeachCombers.
also a very good bowler, I must say. But we'll see. We'll see.
So
We need some
pressure's
magic on the
on.
batting side, though, today.
we will absolutely. We
Meaning,
meaning
players.
BeachCombers.
BeachCombers. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
Upendra's bowling to Prasanna. Prasanna's 3 off 9, so he's been taking it easy so far. 20 off 5. I mean that's a projected score today of 60. Oh right, okay, nice. So they'll be wondering about 2. Oh my goodness!
And that's a wicket!
Oh my goodness!
That's
me.
a run out. Very unfortunate. Brilliant throw by Rahul back to the wicketkeeper. Robbie doing an excellent job of doing an amazing stumping there.
Well, I would say that was bad running. I think that off a different fielder. Was it a cut shot? Would you say a late cut? Let's call it a late cut. Right. Okay. So yeah, I think Rahul really speared that into the wicketkeeper. It went straight to hand over the stumps, and there was no doubt that the Pranash was a couple of yards short, and no issue with the
2
decision
wickets.
for Ashwin. So
Sorry, 3.
3 down. Batsman's name, please.
Who's the next batsman? Vipul.
Thank you.
Next batsman, Vipul, taking strike. Open going for his second ball. Oh, brilliant bowling. Batsman clearly under pressure. Left it.
Yeah, so wickets start to look like a factor, don't they? I mean, they're already a third of the way through the team here. I think that if KCU have got 60 on the board, they've got 2. Oh dear, oh dear. Ramon's going to get that. That's just 1. So yes, I think KCU will think that they can put BeachCombers under pressure with 60. They've got 2 very tasty bowlers, I'm led to believe. And I mean, BeachCombers will be a little bit fearful after last Saturday's performance with the bat, where they were bowled out for 41, chasing 44, which was interesting. He's just scuffed that through.
Bit of a fumble there in the fielding.
Yeah, but a comfortable one. I don't know. The ball was quite wide of the stumps on the off, but he sort of missed hit that through to straightish long on. So, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. And that's just been scooped up in the air, and I'd say he's.
I think Pranab just misread it, and he ran forward instead of running backwards, which is totally fine.
Never run forward on a catch. Watch and wait.
Wait. You can have only 2 people outside, right?
No. It's power play's over. You know, 4 out. Right, so Pendrus to bowl his last ball of the over. He's just back from in. Oh, that was a good ball.
Brilliant ball. Such a tease.
Sort of a 5th stump, skidded through. Suzita's taken a swipe at that and missed it completely. So Rahul to bowl the BeachCombers 7th over.
Rohan, Suchandra.
So Raul he's gone for three for one off his first over.
Can you hold this?
Oh, nice. So he's bowled that short of a length. It's kept fairly low, and dangerous delivery. Probably hitting close to the top of middle and leg.
Hello.
Oh, that was another dangerous delivery on the leg side, and that was well played through to mid off, let's say. Oh, hold on, wait, stop. There's a no ball. All right, okay, so please wait.
Wait.
Okay, thank you. Please carry on. Right, so this is a free hit now. Oh. Right, and they've run through for one. So still 4 balls to go this over. Raul in nets over the winter was habitually bowling no balls, but he said there wasn't a long enough run up for him. So
Rahul complaining about the rhythm there, that he's not getting it.
did he say rum some?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Bowling, sir, bowling.
Interesting.
Bowling, that's it.
I know there's a children's song, Gully 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 Rum Sum Sum.
Really?
But I'm not sure in what language that is.
Me neither. Score is 28 for 3. Oh, huge swing and a miss.
Raul, I think he's a mood bowler. I think that he's cool as a cucumber most of the time.
Yeah.
Every now and again, he gets pissed off. And,
28 for 3.
And then he bowls some excellent, quick, nasty deliveries. That's what we saw there. And then I think he's got his tail up. Oh, again, I think he'll be disappointed. That's gone for 2. And again, I'd expect a response there.
2 runs.
There's still 1 to go. Still 1 to go in the over. And
BeachCombers desperately needing a wicket here.
I don't know about desperately needing a wicket. But,
Definitely, I think looking at the bowlers right now, and I can see on their faces that they need one. So reading them, looks like it. There you go, brilliant
Again.
ball.
And Suzita saw it. He wanted to hit it out to mid wicket, but he didn't really time it. Came off the edge, thick edge.
By the way, this reminds me of the last match where John had a brilliant strategy. He positioned 2 fielders on the leg side and let the batsman hit the ball in the air deliberately, and we got a few catches from that. So I think a similar strategy would work right here, because they're also aiming to hit for the big ones, and I think John might implement the same strategy the next time.
This was Upendra's bowling smart here, I'd say. I think he's not the quickest bowler, but he put that in a difficult place to play. It's short of a length. On this pitch, you really don't know. There's going to be movement. There could be lateral movement. There could be longitudinal movement up and down as well. And he's just putting it in difficult areas. That one was fuller, and the batsman got it away pretty comfortably. If the batsman can get on the front foot in this ground, then there's runs to be made. I think Upendra just needs to drop his length back a touch.
Absolutely.
And then the batsman's really got to try and play the ball off. Oh, that was a slower ball. Oh, and a stumping.
Oh, it's a
goodness
stumping.
me.
Oh my God. Robbie is on fire today. Absolutely. Brilliant stumping there. Celebrations on the pitch.
Batsman's name? Araf.
Next batsman, Araf, walking in.
So that was
It's interesting because Upendra still has three balls to go. I'm sorry,
mhm.
and I think he would look for one more wicket here.
It was a good slow ball, wasn't
Yeah.
it? The batsman, his eyes lit up and he
Mhm.
came down to give it a smack
Mhm.
to the boundary. And yeah, as I said, smart cricket from
Absolutely.
Upendra.
Absolutely.
He's just come back from a few weeks in India, and you can see he's not sure if he's carrying a few extra kilos. I don't know if it was mum's cooking,
Mom's cooking.
but
Absolutely. You know, you cannot blame anyone going to India. I think you automatically put on quite a few kilos.
I've had a few trips to India myself.
Yeah.
I
Tend
had
to
my
eat more.
honeymoon in India
Oh, really?
many years ago.
Interesting.
4 weeks. I don't know if I came back 5 kilos heavier.
But which place did you go to?
I was in. Let me see. I spent a big chunk of time. Well, I started out in Delhi, Agra,
okay.
and then I was in Rajasthan for 2 weeks.
Okay, so the Golden Triangle. Okay.
But then up to Himachal Pradesh.
Oh, lovely. That part of India is like almost in the Himalayas, yeah. So that's why it's called Himachal.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So
Open and going in again, and bit of fumble. Some pressure there for the batsman, I guess. Let's see what happens.
That's out.
Oh my goodness! As I told you, Graham, he would absolutely look for one more, and
Bowled him,
yeah.
yeah.
And I know from the body language that he was going in for the kill. And there you go.
Well, what to say? I mean, it was the off cutter, pace off. I'd say it wasn't
Off cutter,
particularly-
yeah.
Batsman's name, please.
Tamur.
Fucking ignored. Excuse my French. So, yes, none too happy about that one. That was the off cutter, pace off, wily bowling, and Upendra's really delivering here. I'll be surprised if Vijay doesn't give him the next over, and it'll be interesting who's going to bowl the next over as well, because
Knowing Vijay, I think it would be Steve. I think we should predict our own team. What say, Graham? So who do you think would be the next bowler? Some football happening here. John kicking out the ball.
Really a diplomatic incident there as John kicks a football into the crowd from KCU. Interesting. So
Vijay dancing down.
Sorry, Nehal, what's the call? Right, that's a no ball.
It's been given a no ball.
Because of the fielder being outside. And that's a free hit as well.
That's really...
Who the hell's outside the circle?
That's really silly from BeachCombers. I think Vijay should keep an eye out. Or rather the bowler. But
I see Upendra's... he struggled there with the left-hander.
Mm-hmm.
That was much
my
better.
goodness. I mean, that was almost tempting to hit. And if it would have been hitting the stumps, almost a Yorker, you can say, but a slow Yorker.
On the money, right? So Upendra's last ball of the over. Let's see what happens. Be thinking. Oh, that was a quicker one. That was quicker. There were some appeals for caught behind.
Some intelligent bowling there, mixing it up, slower, faster.
2 wickets off the over.
Absolutely.
So he's got figures of 2 overs, 2 runs. That'd be right. 2 overs, 2 runs, 2 wickets. Anyway, whatever. 32 of 8.
They're, I think, contemplating if they should take a break or not.
Well,
Seems like no. Oh,
the batting team have decided not to bother taking a break.
they would like
And
to.
I'm not sure if the batsman might. They don't want to take the break.
No, they decided not to take the break. Yeah.
No, that's because. So 1 over.
It's 8 overs.
It's
7
8
overs
overs.
to go.
8 overs.
8 overs to go.
Oh,
No, it's 8 overs done. I'm saying.
8 overs
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
7 overs to go.
7 is to go.
right, we've got a scoring issue here. No,
We have the next bowler, Rahul, coming in. Ashwin, they're showing the time that we are already quite late. We need to start. So we have Shiv from the Guinea Pigs, and he's watching the game with us. So Shiv, quite a good game you had there, right?
Thank you. I think it was a day. Yeah, I was just waiting for this knock. It's not that easy to play in this pitch.
Yeah.
Takes time.
And I
So
believe you
Rahul to
scored
bowl out,
how many
the ball
runs
is-
today?
I was 3 short
Third
of
over.
century. So
Okay,
97.
97. So yeah, we have Shiv, the star of the day today with us. 97 runs, Shiv. So how does it feel? You know.
That feels great, man. Definitely feels great.
it's a wide.
Quite a wide, easy decision, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, I think it was a good game. So the batting is not that easy here. It takes time to adjust for the definite reason that there is an uneven bounce. So, you need to give your time. So I believe since it's a 15-over match, the key was to stay until end.
Mhm.
Well bowled.
Nice, good cricket.
Ah,
Right, that's,
too much of power, isn't it? He just returned from India, no doubts about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's all right.
needless. What do I give for that? That's 2, yes?
That's true.
2 overthrows, and that's that. Interesting. Was that Upendra or John? Chucked that in.
Open. It was open.
I think he just came back from India, as you spoke. So you see, more
Oh,
power,
More power, more calories.
more calories.
oh, definitely. Rahul will be disappointed to see that go against his name.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he's got a comeback. The batsman's standing wide of the stumps. I think this is going to be aimed at off stump. Oh,
Whoa! Hit and a miss.
well,
good
miss and a
bowling.
Miss, I'd
Mhm.
say. So that went straight through the batsman, 5th stump line, and some disappointment from the bowler that didn't catch an edge through to the wicketkeeper. They brought a slip
Gramla.
in. They brought a slip in for that. I think they have. Oh, same again. Robbie's up to the stumps.
Rohit, send you some password.
Right, good. Yep, that's fine if I need it again.
Okay. Mhm.
Right.
Score is 36 for 5,
Mm-hmm.
8.4.
So the KCU will know that there's 3 overs from the weaker bowlers. You've got as well from this team, the players who might well turn their arm over would be VJ, Pranab. I don't know if Ramon might get an over today,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if VJ's. I would have thought he'll bowl at Upendra next over and look to get deeper into the tail.
Has John finished all his 3 overs? No.
Last
One more.
Yeah, John's got one to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. So
That's sensible
one.
cricket. Mm-hmm.
to finish Raoul's session. So, okay. The scoring app is not giving me easy access to highlight Raoul's figures there as he bowls out his final over. But yes, that was excellent. Oh, Steve Steve is brought on.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because I thought Supendra had a decent rhythm there and was threatening. But anyway, Steve it is. Is it? I'll wait before I put that in the scoring app because I know very tricky.
I think it's Steve. Yeah,
So Steve's just setting his field.
and I can see Vijay warming up his hands. So I think he will bowl the next over.
Ramon is also
Mm-hmm.
being asked to warm up.
Ah, okay.
Interesting. Right. So.
Oh.
That was
Lovely
straight,
ball.
just short of a length. Excellent line on the stumps. If he'd missed that, it was either bowled or LBW. Vipal is, he's 8 of 14, so Vipal is really holding the innings together at the moment. Came in fairly early, and I think he's batted sensibly. Oh, and I say that, and he takes a swipe at a wide one and misses it. You've really, as Shiv mentioned, it's an uneven bounce here. And it's difficult to play. You really got to watch the ball off the pitch. Oh, I don't know if Steve. He's not got anyone out in the deep. I would have said that was the ball where he'd be looking to have a man out in the deep for the catch, but there's no one out there, which means he wasn't planning for that. But Rahul, to be fair, Rahul is. He's not that deep. He's probably 18 yards from the bat.
Yeah.
Square leg, and maybe he is there for a miss hit. So the lefty's on. We haven't seen much. Tamor Ali's been around for a while. We haven't seen much of him. Oh, freaking hell! That was the leg stump Yorker. That was an excellent ball, and the batsman did well to dig that out. Tamor's yet to get a run. He's clearly sees his role as holding up an end and making sure that Vipul can bat out as many overs as possible, rather than being bowled out. Oh, and he's taken a swipe at that. It's just sort of come off the tail of the bat.
Yes.
I'm not sure I can say tail of the bat, but anyway. 39
for 5.
of 10. Right, so we've got 2 overs from the recognised stronger bowlers, and I think Ramon is coming on now to face. So Ramon is coming on to bowl at the left.
Can you? I'll just have a water.
To bowl at the left-handed
Shiv Pandya kar.
Tamor Ali. And he's getting instructions from his bench. Any full tosses need to be dispatched to the boundary. Ramon hasn't bowled much in this tournament, but he has bowled last year. He bowled a fair amount, and batsmen were generally looking to go after him. We call him the Silver Fox, and people try and go after him, and he tends to be fairly economical and gets a fair few wickets. Stumpings, catches. Batsmen don't tend to play him sensibly. They look for they take the approach that it should be 6 boundaries, and actually, I think he's a much better bowler than that. So he'll be looking to drop it just short of a length and get the batsman trying to come forward. Oh, there you go. Oh, yes, that was it. That's it. So that was a great length from Ramon, and the batsman was uncertain whether to come forward or go back, and in the end just had to play it safe and prodding it through to and it's the same again. Right, they've gone for the run this time. Yeah, so that's runs. Applause from the bench for Vipal. So sorry for Tamor. Vipal's on strike now, so he's the set batsman, and let's see if he's going to use more footwork to try and get to the pitch of the ball and hit it and there's two guys at long on and long off waiting for catches. That's gone
Oh,
wide.
and
That's
John
well
will
struck.
definitely stop it, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's well struck. There's a goal on the pitch
Oh.
that no one's bothered to move. For goodness sake. Can we get that goal moved? Powiedz coś, następnym raz, tak? Some dickheads just kicked a football past my head without saying anything. Oh, that's been struck away. That looks like that's for... Oh no, he's... Fucking hell. Oh shit. Okay, excuse my French. Upendra
Upendra has
just
been hit on the
run
goalpost.
into the goalpost fielding that. That was an
I hope
excellent
he's
bit
fine.
of fielding. But he smashed into the goalpost on his left collarbone. And that could be a hospital job. Because he's really... I would have thought that's a broken... Oh, he's sitting up, but he's hugging his left shoulder.
Yeah, I think he hit his shoulder very badly there.
I mean, I'm not sure what to score that. But we'll figure that out later. I might be called on. One of us anyway might be called on to field for the rest of the match. I'd be surprised if he can carry on with that. The phone's down on 15%, so you may be scoring, and we might need to. Well, it's okay for the time being, but at some point we're going to have to connect the phone. But anyway, I'll see. Hopefully,
I think.
Is he up and about? Good grief! No one's moved the goalpost from the pitch yet.
40 for 5. Upendra is most probably walking off the pitch. Yeah, so Graham.
Okay.
So Graham, yeah, you can. Graham will take care of. Yeah.
You now do only scoring, don't do commentating. 4.
Yeah, you can score that 4. Right, where do you want me?
Shiv, can you do the scoring?
No,
Okay.
you can leave, maybe do for sometimes. When you give the money, go. Can you?
44 for 5.
44. Okay, so like 4 balls. How many was? 9
10.3. अरे मी पण गणतो ह्याच्यामध्ये.
I actually have never done this.
Ashwin, why don't you take the phone? Oh, you cannot do both.
I think Shiv should come and umpire.
I can do that because I don't have any idea about it.
Yeah. Shiv, so go. Yeah, Ashwin, come.
Umpire change.
Umpire is changing. Shiv is coming in.
How many balls?
3 there, isn't it? 3 balls done.
So we have got replacement for the injured player, and we have Graham walking in, doing the fielding duties as the 11th man.
Just the one, Shiv, just the one. Okay, relax. Nice. Right hand. Wait. Hey, Pranab, right hand. You come here. Easy. Take your time.
Ashwin, you might need the power bank later, so let me know if the battery is. Yeah. So we have Ashwin with us, who played for the last match. And Ashwin, what do you think? How was the field? How is the weather today? And what are your feelings for the last match?
Yeah, we expected a good weather, but the weather was like I can't use some abusive words, but yeah, the weather changed, so the plan didn't go as we thought. Yeah, we will come back. That's what I can tell. I can tell one
Absolutely,
thing like
absolutely. Your team is doing great. So some ups and downs there, but I'm sure you'll come back stronger. Ashwin doing the scoring duties. That's a wide.
Bowlers. Go, good goal.
Vijay into the attack. You would like to get a wicket here. Oh, that's a chance of a definite catch. John under it, and he has taken it. Brilliant catch by John. Vijay has got the wicket. The much needed. Next batsman walking in. Fussy.
low battery.
Huh. Score is 47 for 6. 11.3 overs.
Come into the.
All the fielders are onto the fence on the leg side. Interesting field. Graham being told to go back. And Pranab is called inside. 3 fielders on the leg.
Come on, BJ.
White ball. That's a dot ball. Vijay trying to swing the ball. Batsman couldn't read it. Was a blind hit. And that's a wide, one more. I think right now what is required is that we don't want those wides. The Beachcombers are really struggling here. The score is 51 for 6 in 12 overs.
Hey guys, wait. Upen, come a bit more closer.
Graham is back. Upen is walked back in.
Wait.
Just a second. I have the password.
Wait, then you've got 5 people outside, yeah?
Shiv.
834488. That's a white ball. Graham is back on the
You got a mic?
commentary duties.
Lovely, thank you. Okay, Pranab's on to bowl now, so KCU on their bench are getting a bit more rowdy now. I think they can see that, I guess they had nightmares of being bowled out for 35 or something, and with the few overs from the weaker bowlers, they're
On the line, no, on the line.
They can see that they've got something to bowl at. This isn't a big target by any means, but
You're gonna get no ball. Come inside. Roman. Okay. Ronan, come back.
54 for 6, 12.2. Oh, nice take.
Oh, lovely catch by Rohan there. Brilliant piece of fielding. Brilliant catch.
Not an easy take. Not an easy take from Rohan. As I mentioned, his fielding's gone up a level this year. I don't know why or how or from where. Maybe it was a trip back to India for Mummy's cooking. But that one was to his left. He had to move across, I don't know, 5 meters maybe to his left.
Next batsman is Padiyar.
And he got into a good position and took that comfortably. There was no juggling or anything. It was safe. And I think he broke his finger. He shattered his finger in about 9 places a few years back. And I think he's learned his lesson on how to catch since then. So Pranab comes on to bowl. Oh, reverse. The reverse there for 2. That's a nice shot. So a good start there from Ashish. And Vipul's still in. He's on 15 off 20. So as I said, he's really been key to this innings.
He's holding the fort, isn't he?
And I think, that's wide.
He changed the side.
He changed the side.
Right. So are you?
No. He changed the side. But
Is that wide or not?
Yeah, it's wide.
He's giving it wide. Right. Interesting.
There was some debate from John to feel that batsmen changed the sides, but what a field! And it's gone. What?
Yeah, he's giving him.
What a brilliant piece of fielding from Rahul, stopping the ball with his leg, throwing it down to Pranab.
He stopped it with his foot. It skimmed up into eye level.
Yeah.
He picked it up and then tossed it into the bowler, who managed to. That was pretty close, wasn't it? He wasn't far out of his ground. Shiv wasn't particularly well placed to make the call, but it was given out. And now John's on to bowl his last over, and we've got another over in case Upendra's still able to bowl. He's apparently not shattered his collarbone as I initially diagnosed, thankfully, and wouldn't surprise me if he bowls the last over. So John will be bowling his left armers, and I would have thought there's a real risk here that they're not going to bat the full 15 overs with John on. I would have thought he's going to be. That was well short of a length, and that's wide. Ashwin, how are you doing for battery there? You good? You're in. Ashwin's. I was just checking if the scorer's got enough juice in his phone, but all good. Right, how was that? I reckon that was going down leg. That looked like that was a little too wide. Probably stumped too far to the left. Stumped too far down the leg side. Not a bad shout. Right.
Yeah, it's the sun has come back out.
That was dangerous, but he's got some bat on it and flicked it away to square leg for 1.
Score is 61 for 8, and they have the bowlers batting in with a few overs to go. It looks interesting. Let's see if they can score more runs or just trying to stay there.
Not interested.
John being cheeky there.
I mean, the batting's the batting's been reasonable, hasn't it? As they've gone down,
Yeah.
it hasn't. They haven't had a collapse or anything. In fact, arguably. Oh, what did I say? So John, in swinging Yorker, not Yorker. It was a full toss, a low full toss in swinging. Batsman's taken a swipe at it, and that is the end of the innings. A solid effort from KCU, 61. They'll probably feel 15 runs short of something that might be competitive, but they will know that if they rattle a few from the top order early, that this Beachcombers don't bat deep, and that they can still win this.
Yeah, I mean they still have a chance, and let's see. Well played, guys.
Nice bowling, guys.
Nice bowling.
Good effort. Just me clapping them off there. That was a heartfelt moment. Right.
I think we can ask Vijay.
I think
Vijay.
let's we'll let the captain have sort his batting order out first, and then maybe he wants to come over for an interview. You know who's batting?
Yes.
Have you communicated that? Very good. Okay. So, what are your thoughts on the chase? 61, 62 to win, I believe.
I think it's pretty chaseable, and we have full confidence that our team can really chase that score. So,
You said that on Saturday that you got full
well,
confidence.
cricket is a funny game, but you can't think negative. Right? So we have to think positive. You have to stay positive. And I'm
Well,
pretty sure
regarding positive, I mean, last week the team were batting at 3 and over throughout the chase. They never really got ahead of the run rate, and yes. Are you? Yeah. So are you going to bat with a bit more intent this time? Are you going to be try and get ahead of the run rate, or are you going to take a similar approach, or just see how it goes?
I think last week what happened was,
Soft cocks.
the bowling team was pretty strong, and we gave due respect to the bowlers. But otherwise, the chase was always on. We all just floundered the chase in the last maybe 10 balls. Otherwise, we were well on track. So yeah.
Are you referencing my batting there?
Well, it's a reflection on the whole team, Graham. So you were part of the team, and it's a reflection on the whole team, including my batting. So
Okay.
no love lost there.
So in terms of the bowling and so on, I mean, any thoughts on the first innings there?
I think we kept it pretty tight. Few wides which we could not control anyhow. Part and parcel of the BeachCombers bowling effort. But otherwise, Ramon chipped in some very nice,
You're going batting?
some nice off spin.
Remind me, was it 1 over each for you, Pranab and Ramon? Yeah.
So
So,
that's how we did that.
and Upendra, how's Upendra feeling after his hitting the goalpost?
I think he would be out of the ranking.
I think it was his left shoulder,
Yeah, so left
so
arm
it's probably okay.
No,
good.
otherwise, yeah, it's okay. Looking forward for our first win of the season.
Happy with Rohan's fielding there, by the
Oh
way?
yeah, really happy. He took a nice catch and he was involved in a run out. So good job, Rohan.
Yeah.
Now score some runs and take us home. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what it is.
I noticed with the bowling that Upendra may have been the pick of the bowlers in terms of he bowled in a wily style. He pace off a lot of the time. He did have a few pace on deliveries, but pace off and just putting it in dangerous areas and tricky areas, putting pressure on the batsman. Would you? I don't know that he's the most kind of. He might not be your most athletic bowler, but very uses his brain. So who's up the top of the order?
So we're opening with Robbie and Ronak.
Right, so it's your living fossil and possibly the youngest batsman as well.
Yeah,
Is there any relations between Robbie and
Ronak.
in a sort of Spartan way?
Yeah.
Sort of is Robbie mentoring Ronak through this?
I hope so. He will take that challenge and try to steer South Pole and Beachcombers to their first victory of the season.
Is Robbie? Is there any Is he having now he's sort of pushing towards 60s? Does he have memory problems? Do you notice if
He has some memory
has
problems.
trouble remembering who the other players are and things?
Who's gonna face?
Who's going on strike?
Does he lose his keys often?
Yeah. I don't mind. I like one.
So go
So-
ahead. So Robbie's facing.
Uh,
I'm just focusing on not getting injured.
Yeah. Okay.
My hopes are not.
Robbie's done his hamstrings playing cricket with us more times than Michael Owen has on a football pitch. Oh. Mm.
No, it's fine now.
BJ, last question. You're expecting a noisy crowd as you bat through here?
Hold.
Yeah. You want me to score
Yeah,
noise?
definitely. Some cheerleading would be very helpful, and some noise coming out of the stands, almost
fine.
empty stands, would be very helpful. I think the first match we had a lot of spectators to watch the game. I believe that no one is interested in South Pole and BeachCombers. It looks like that, but yeah, it is what it is, and you guys can cheer us up, and we'll be looking forward.
Cheer
to
you
that.
up or cheer you on?
You can do both. Yeah. Right.
Right. Okay. So, bowler. So, have we got the bowler's name in here? Who's the bowler?
Bowler.
Is there any way to change the brightness on
So
it?
we've got
Because
some,
I just can't bloody see
It's
it.
on full brightness. You have to remove your glasses.
Scoring settings to do. Graham will be doing it, and we are waiting for the first ball to be bowled. So we are handling the scoring, the camera, and the commentary. Me mostly doing the commentary and the camera work.
You have to go in some shadow.
I got plenty of shadow just here. Thanks. Right.
All set, Graham.
Yeah, all set with the scoring duties. So we've got Fassi Zarif is opening the bowling. I mean, this is an improved batting lineup. I think they've strengthened the batting for this match.
Robbie in the Gavaskar pose there. You can see resting his ass on the bat. Brilliant.
Robbie's played for MCC back in the day.
Yeah.
That would have been probably in the 1970s. And he was at the test match against England-Ireland as a member. Last week. I don't know if we've got the scores in from the first session today, India-Australia.
No idea.
Same here. Right, okay, so Fassi shuffles in. Oh, his left arm, and interesting.
Oh,
he's rolled that
slapped
into
it
the
across.
pitch.
Lovely.
So, what to say? I mean, his action was almost like a spinner.
Mhm.
Left arm bowling, left arm round.
Doesn't his action remind you of Malinga? Kind of a sling. Look at that. Oh, that's a wide.
Wide, that's wide. Oh dear. So
Robbie looking to hit the big ones already from the first ball. I think he will go in for the kill. And I think that would be a good approach from him, knowing he can hit those big shots. Another wide.
yeah, that's another wide. So I mean, my one advice for KCU in this game would be you've got 61 to defend, and you can't be bowling more than 6-7 wides in this innings. So you've already had 2. That was better, but if the extras start racking up into 20s and 30s, it's just game over. There's no chance to defend this total.
Absolutely.
Last week when the Dravidians were bowling, I think they had one wide in their innings, and that really put the BeachCombers under pressure. Right, so that was a big shout there from KCU. I'll be honest, I don't know what they were appealing for. Didn't he come off the bat?
Okay, let me be honest. It was just, shameless appealing. Nothing was there.
Was it LBW?
No, it was not. It was not.
Oh, right,
And
so nice. That might just go for 2. No, just the 1.
Just the one.
So he's chased that down, but that's
You know, as
5 off the
I
over.
think this is good that we need to cut those balls, get those 2s and 1s, and not to take any risk and just get us through with the runs. I mean, we can do the big hitting when, of course, there is a bad ball. Exactly, that's what we missed doing the last match, and that's how all the wickets collapsed. But right now, if we just stay there on the crease, keep scoring those 1s and 2s, I think we will.
Yeah, I
surely
think
win.
when you're facing a low total like this, you know that if you can get your 3 singles and over, then that sort of takes care of itself, doesn't it? And
it helps you.
You've got effectively there's one less fielder than usual, plus you need 1 fielder as a backstop. So the singles are there. You just need to play smart. And Robbie's certainly good at that. Oh, it's another wristy left armour. Bowls quite wristily. And well played by Robbie. He got bat on it. Didn't go for the single. But it's good to see that he's not just swinging and missing. He's looking to get bat on ball early in the innings. I don't know if Ronak has faced the ball yet, has he? No, he hasn't faced the ball.
He has not.
He's going for a strangle down leg side.
The wide.
Same again. He's not given it this time.
I think
that was the right call from the umpire.
Yeah. Right call.
Not to give it. It was very borderline.
I think this definitely hit the pad.
So 2 to come? No, 3 to come off this first second over.
Going down the leg side, it cannot be an out. If the ball travels down the leg side, basics of cricket.
I'm not quite sure they're feeling for there, but that was this was a sort of a rank delivery that was lucky not to go for runs or wides.
I do understand they're aiming for the leg stump or the leg stump pad for LBW, but
that was better, wasn't it? Cut across him there. Robbie played all around that. Didn't get bad on ball, and this is turning into a good over. Just the 2 from that wide. I think that was much more successful there. Actually, going more for the stumps and going across him.
Absolutely.
Difficult to see. I mean, he's got a fairly even split. There's a fielder just at short mid wicket, so he's clearly looking to bowl it into the batsman. That's a good shout. That was a good shout. And the umpire's having none of it. So a dot ball there, and I would say a mixed over, but certainly effective. And there's some discussion about the LP. Well, there's some discussion in the middle, and the umpire's explaining his decision. From this angle, it's hard to say for sure. I'm not in the umpire's position.
This one was a close one.
I don't know if it could have been pitching outside leg, or possibly going across the stumps and missing off. But the rules we play to here is that unless it's plumb, you don't give it.
Absolutely.
To avoid controversial decisions.
Yeah, we
and
don't.
Nehal knows what he's about. So we'll start the next over. I guess that's Sujita. Sujita's already bringing himself on. So So Fasir, after a pretty effective first over, has been taken off straight away. And who's the captain here? Is it Prasan? Anyway, Susita's has been brought on to bowl. And Runek to face his first delivery.
I think they have studied the batsman quite well because they're placing the two fielders down because he's known to get those big shots down the boundary, but playing sensibly right here, cutting it across to the fielder.
Yeah. So
what do you think, Graham? Do you think the teams are? I mean, I don't know about Beachcombers. We don't meet and discuss the other players. But do you think the other teams meet and discuss strategies, or whom they should aim to get out first, or something? What do you think? Should happen, right? No.
I don't know that I could speculate really. I would have thought that by the time we get to the final. Oh, that's nice.
That's a beautiful boundary.
Right. So, yeah, Ronak.
As I said,
Ronak circumspect of his first two balls. Good balls. He's got bat on them, and then that one was a bit shorter, and he's just pulled that away for 4. And I think that's the first boundary of the innings. Oh, and there you go. Right, it's up in the air. Oh,
and he's dropped it.
Goodness me, that was a bit of a weak effort, wasn't it? Jesus. He's just sort of pushed it away with. So the fielder got to the ball with one hand, but I don't think he was in a great position to take it, and he just sort of palmed it back onto the floor and then threw it in. So it was only the single off it, but he might be thinking he should have done better with that. Oh dear. Oh, nearly a mix-up there in the field. The keeper ran through, even though he's got a man right under that. But Robbie's out. So that's a good wicket for KCU. We'll see if we can establish the catcher's name. Catcher's name! Fielder's name!
Who caught the ball? Dipiandu.
Who?
Diviandu.
There's no Diviandu here.
It starts with D-I-V.
Oh, Diviandu, right, yeah, there is.
Next batsman coming in, Rohan.
Is there a ball there?
No.
Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball. Right.
I think the bat was involved right there, and it's
the guy at cover.
Sorry.
The guy at cover's particularly sure it's out.
Yeah.
Right. So. They've given it.
They've given it.
LBW.
Yeah. Was there a bat involved? I think it was, but
After all that time.
Yeah, I think they discussed it.
So, okay. So I would say, from where I was standing, it was absolutely plumb,
It was
and that's the right
I don't know,
decision.
did you discuss it then?
Well, I think they've just confirmed if there was any bats.
Yeah, they just
in
wanted
it.
to listen to if there's any bat sound from the leg umpire. That's all.
We'll try and get the thoughts from Rohan in a moment on that. But I can only say that looked from here like the right decision to give it out. It was
definitely.
a good ball.
Yeah, it was plump.
Kept low,
Yeah.
and from here it looked like it was hitting the stumps. But anyway, quite a fierce response from the team with the captain shouting at the umpire before the decision was turned over. So, right, Upendra is next in, and is that 2 wickets and 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
2 wickets and 2 balls.
And we'll see. We've got Tamor Ali is back into the attack, and we've gone well over time in this match. 3 overs down. Tamor Ali to bowl.
Some kind of sledging going on there.
Well, we know about sledging at over here, so nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. If it's taken, of course, in a good way.
Taken or given?
Given. Taken also. Why not?
So
There's a few laughs down there.
KCU tails are up. It's 3 overs done, and I mean the run rate is bang on where it needs to be. 12 off 3, so 4 and over. But with wickets gone, that.
I think we need a good partnership here.
Oh, nice. So that's firmly struck to a wide mid on, and there was an appeal from the wicketkeeper. Yeah. So Tamor comes in. He's just moving around, shuffling in, coming into his delivery stride, and that's a good ball. That's a good ball.
Mm-hmm.
So Ronak out. Upendra's coming now for a change of gloves, and Steve goes out to bat. So that's 3 wickets in 4 balls. So that's definite results. 60 looks away now, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks difficult now.
Ronak and Robbie have both been brought into the team to beef up the batting, and I think 12 for 3.
12 for 3.
Oh, fuck off, mate. Are you watching the game or what?
3.2.
Seriously? How many overs?
Apologies for that.
Someone's come over to ask the score, which always annoys me, and then they ask how many overs have gone. Yes, excuse my French. Right, so Steve and Upendra in. These are 2 of the strongest batsmen. Oh, he's not given that wide. Interesting. So no runs so far with 3 balls gone. Mm-hmm.
Some comments from the fielder that the batsmen are under pressure and they won't be able to hit the ball. Trying to build up some pressure there.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know how Steve will react to a bit of sledging. Oh, Rohan, how did you feel about your LBW decision? If you want to take the mic off me, please go ahead.
I can give him that.
That's wide. That was a filthy wide there, giving the runs away. So, Rohan, tell us.
I think that was a not out because the ball bumped and hit my chest, not the pads or the bat.
It hit your chest?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We'll have to get a rerun of that. But from where I was standing, it looked like it hit you in the pads right in front of the stumps.
The ball came inside between the pads. Dropped. It's a dropped.
So he's appealed, interestingly,
for a dropped
the
catch.
bowler's appealed for that dropped catch, which is a sign of a really dedicated team with their tails up. So they're clearly looking to make noise. Yeah. So it's the last ball of the 3rd over.
And it's 14 for 3. Last ball of the 4th over.
Well, all right, last ball of the 4th over. Oh, and it's struck away. It's probably just one for that. Nicely thrown in, just slightly overcooked it. But that was an excellent over, 3 off it, the 1 wicket. You got, I think it's 13.
13. 15.
15 for 3 after 4 overs. And at the end of power play,
Nehal. 15.
So that's the end of the power play, 15 off it. Conferring in the middle. Do you know what happened that the umpires conferred and then changed their decision?
I think the main umpire was a bit confused.
It's a diplomatic.
As always, I would say.
Do you think they discussed if there was an edge of the bat, or they were
No,
just
they were discussing if it hit my pads or not.
okay?
As opposed to the bat.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can only say, Rohan, that it looked like a good decision standing here,
Okay.
but my eyes aren't what they used to be.
And
so I
hard
wouldn't.
luck this time.
I wouldn't
2
feel
more matches to
too.
go.
Sorry.
Hard luck this time. 2 more matches to go.
Absolutely. Well. So Suzita comes in to bowl his second over. Suzita was pretty confident that was an LBW.
Before going to the field, Steve made one comment. It is always LBW, and these guys are appealing for anything before ball.
I mean, it's hit him in the box, but there was so little pace on it that it could have been slow. Gravity could have been bringing it back to earth. Oh, that was a good ball. And oops.
Good running, boys.
Yeah. So that was good running to get that. That was good running. I mean, a good ball. He dug that out. Flower. What?
Charger for this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Just changing the charger up. So. Pendra to face his first delivery. And Suzita looking dangerous so far. Let's see how he gets on with a lefty to bowl to. It's going over the wicket. A lot of activity in the field.
Open has been consistent throughout the series. This is his second match.
Well short of a length, kept low. Pendra's respectfully punched that through to covers. So fourth ball of the over, just 1 off it so far. Oh, again, a good length in a tricky area, and Pendra's just watched that and put it in the same direction. I think he'll be a man biding his time and. Oh, so that's
a good drive.
1.
And they're looking for the second one.
Right, they're coming back for the second.
Second, yeah.
That was excellent running,
In the peak.
and it was good fielding as well. So he's hurled that in. It's come through over the stumps. Suzita was right where he needed to be to field that, and Steve made his ground, but they had to scamper through. It's good effort, good cricket. So last ball of the over, just 3 off it so far. Let's see what happens. That was you could hear that was the effort ball. Over pitched, frankly. Pendra swung the bat at that, and it went straight to the fielder. So the dot ball, and that's 3 off that over. So, not sure. Prasanth is back over the stumps, and interested to see who's going to bowl. Who's going to bowl this over? Is it going to be Prasanth bringing himself on? It seems like he is. Right. Yep, Prasanth is going to bowl himself. I don't know. Do you know what he does? I've been asked
right
here.
arm. Right arm medium.
Right, so that's yep. That's a wide to start off with, and that's also straight onto the pads. And Steve just hit that away for one. I mean, that's really the kind of
pitch to get this match going.
These two. I mean, it's easy to say now, but looking steady, looking respectful, and they're looking like they are. Yeah, they're playing watchfully at the moment, but they're still getting the scoreboard moving. That was short into the pitch. Let's say that was the effort ball, but it was going wide, and as it pitched, it went further wide. So he's struggling a bit to bowl to the left-hander, I'd say. And that was possibly going for wide as well. Upendra struck that through. That was in the air, but not near to a fielder. Good batting, guys. So that's 6. That's already 6 off this over. Not punishing, but certainly letting the pressure off. Oh, that swung through. That was looking good, but then it swung right across and went through for wide. Someone's just sort of tossed the ball through to long on there. And one to come. That's 8 off the over so far. Let's see what happens with the last ball. Oh, and that's wide as well, surely. Yeah, that's wide as well. So that's an expensive over. 4 wides and 2 off the bat. I mean that's gone for 10, and that's not going to win any matches bowling like that. So that's clearly KCU are going to have a problem with their 4th and 5th bowlers, it seems. So let's see how they respond, and who's coming on for the next over. So they're 28 for 3 off 6. 28 for 3 off 6. There's 34 needed.
34 and 54.
The run rate of 3.78. 28 for 3 off 6. And Araf has come on to bowl. And he's bowling his first over. I see, and I imagine. I don't know anything about Araf, but I'd be surprised if he's not a strike bowler come on to bring it to get wickets. But it's his first over, so let's see. So he's bowling around the wicket. I don't know if he's left or right armer.
He seems to be a right arm bowler.
Right, so he's bowling right arm around the wicket. Interesting.
Right arm and
spinning. Respectfully played. So he's got a very wristy action. Oh, that's gone straight to the fielder. Who's taken I mean, it was struck firmly at eye line, and the fielder's taken that comfortably. Boom, you heard it hit the hands. Fielder's name. Fielder's name. Thank you. Right. So John has come in now. After that expensive over, it started to look like.
This is John the Hitman for South Poland Beachcombers. Any comments on that?
Well, it's yes, it says Tarzan on his back. He's a powerful batsman. He can play the sensible innings, but I would say he's strong on the bottom hand, and he likes to get going. He likes to have the big hits between, well, let's say cow corner, frankly speaking.
The field seems open for him.
Yes, I mean, I'd like to see John play a sensible innings here. I don't think this kind of bowling is going to suit him. So he's bowling it into the pitch, short of a length, and it's a difficult. Yeah, I don't see John as being like super strong off the back foot. He's got a good eye, and I hope that they two of them can bat sensibly and look for singles. Oh, that was full, and yeah, that was full. Steve was not interested at all in running that, which is, I imagine, pretty sensible. Although he wasn't running to the danger end. So John keen, it seems, to get runs on the board and get off strike. Oh, that's well bowled into the body on the line of the stumps, and I think there's plenty of room to get singles on the leg side, but it's easier said than done, isn't it?
The leg side is pretty open for John.
Absolutely, he just really needs to get bat on it, and it's gone. Oh
no!
Oh.
Save and
It's the one.
Save.
It's the one. So was that a drop? Was that a mischance? Would you say? Yeah. So he didn't make. He wasn't quick.
That's what we were talking about, John. He plays good shots, but he has to be sensible with where he's hitting.
It's the same again.
Well fielded.
Fielded. Right. So that's the end. That's the end of the over. Oh.
That's
Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Oh shit. Oh.
There was a bit of confusion between the batsmen. And Steve is run out.
Okay. So.
Fielder name?
What are we doing? What's the score?
Just a minute. Fielder's name?
Zian. Fielder's name? Fussy.
Just a minute. Wicket keeper? Oh, fucking never mind. So, yeah, I'm good.
John on strike.
Who's bowled? I don't know.
Fussy.
I don't know
Fussy.
Right. Yeah, John on strike. Right. Okay. Good. So, 31 for 5 off 7. It's so that's they're shaken now, aren't they? Really, that was a needless run out. John, that was the second time John was looking for a run where there was not one, and I don't know. Steve didn't really need to cross there. I think Steve could have just grounded his bat in his crease and sent him back, but he's not done that. And now I think there's a fair amount of pressure on John to get these runs. We'll see if we can get an interview with Steve later. But he just walked past me looking pretty peeved about things. So I think that's unfortunate because there was that big over 2 overs ago, and then I think that there was no pressure, was there really, to go for these quick singles. So we've got Pranab on strike now, facing his first delivery. He can hold a bat, but he's not one of the top batsmen. And oh, nice, yeah. So that's well struck through to the covers, straight to the fielder, no run.
That was well outside the line.
They've
KCU is trying to get.
what they're doing, calling LBW.
They're appealing for each and every ball, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pranab's played that off the back foot and was swinging right. It looked about Yorker length, and he's played that off the pitch and got some bat on it. But for a moment there, that looked like that was going to hit the stumps. A good ball. Right, so this is a good over, good second over from Bussy. I think Beachcombers are really going to need to look at how they play the fourth and fifth bowlers.
Nicely played.
Right. Oh, so that's a good single. There's one ball to come with John to face, and it looked like that could have been a run out, but went nowhere near the wicketkeeper. It was pretty overcast this morning, but I've now got the sun beating down on the back of my neck. Going to be some sunburn to look forward to later. Bassett to bowl at the last ball of his second over. And that's cut through just for one, and John retains strike. And that is 3 off the over. So very respectable cricket all round. 34 off 8. So
34 for 5 after 8 overs.
Beachcombers have left themselves needing 4 and over with 7 overs to go. They're going to take a fucking break, are they? Can you hold that for a second? I need to just.
$34 for 5, 8 overs. $28 in 42 balls.
We're hugely over time here. It's 20 minutes in, 20 past 2, and it's not that heavy, but when you're scoring as well and holding it for an hour. Anyway. Oh God, who's bowling? Right,
That's a no ball.
Who's bowling?
Araf.
Right,
Who's
okay.
there?
So that's a no
No
ball
ball.
with no run off it. So so the umpire's called a no ball for not declaring whether he's right arm over, left arm over, or what have you. So I don't know if he's in his rights to do that or not. Might be one. BJ, I don't know if you want to intervene there. He's called no. So there's arguments now on the pitch about the umpire's decision. I'm not sure I agree with. I'm not sure I agree with the umpire's decision, but I think it's just time to carry on.
Where is the match referee?
Yes, that's a good question. I think the team are in their rights to call that, to query that, but that took a bit too long. That was a bit too much of a conference. But,
And that's a big hit and a 6. I think BeachCombers were looking for that. Very much needed 6.
Yep, so that was needed runs there, and John's smashed that. Oh, right, okay. That was a full toss. John's eyes lit up, but he didn't connect at that time. He was looking for the for the runs, but I think sense prevailed.
41.
Well, if you want a mic, you need to be standing.
That's all right.
Robbie's threatening to join the commentary box, but that's come off a thick outside edge, and
again a confusion. Again a confusion between the batsmen.
Sorry, Rohan, go on.
I'm saying again the confusion between the batsmen.
Yep. I would say that was a suicidal second.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Last ball of the over.
Oh, nicely played there by Pranab.
Just one.
And Pranab retains the strike.
Pranab, yes.
It's 43 for 5 after.
There's one to come because of the no ball.
Oh, that's
he's
nice
firmly
hit.
struck that. Is that going to go for 4? Oh, he's bounced over the batsman and gone for 4. So he's pulled that, and that was a lovely way to close out the over. 12 off that over. And that
was a no ball, and we have free hit.
Oh, right.
No ball.
And then the dot ball to finish.
48.
So that makes it now. I think that's really changed the complexion of the match now. So John's connected a couple of shots there, a couple of big shots.
48
for 5 off 9. So 6 overs to go.
And 14 runs
needed. So KCU now will know that they've got to get the wickets.
I think I'll stop myself from commenting whether the match is still going on or not.
Oh, I think
the same happened in the last match for BeachCombers. It was a good match, the last one.
in the hutch, you've got Rahul can definitely hold a
Yes.
bat.
Vijay can hold the stumps.
Change of field before in first coming. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But the wall
Are you
seems a
bowling,
bit sleepy.
Tamor?
Yeah, Tamur is bowling.
Yeah, I ignored my foghorn voice has been I've never been ignored so much by a fielding team today.
Middle-aged hamstring.
So Tamor to bowl his last over. He has gone so far. He's got figures of 2, 5 for 1. So they'll be looking for wickets this over. Oh, just run through.
Take it easy, Pranab. Take it easy. Go on it.
Oh, Pranav. What a shot. The field is chasing that,
And it's
and that's gone.
for a boundary.
I can't help but feel that someone should have moved that goalpost. We've got a goalpost on the field, out at wide mid off on the boundary. That was a lovely struck shot. The KCU team were asked to move that earlier, but they didn't. They didn't react, and that's probably cost them a boundary having that in the way now. So let's see. That was a wild full toss to start the over.
Oh,
And
nice
that's nice from
save.
Pranav. Yes, run them up. So that was edgy, a little bit streaky, but he did well to get bat on that.
BeachCombers are in now single digits towards the
Indeed.
victory.
9 to win, and obviously 4 wickets. And I don't think
4 wickets to go and 34 balls in hand.
Right, it's John back on. John's got his tail up. I think we're going to see here boundaries or a wicket. Maybe not off this ball, but I think John is swinging. Now he's got his eye in and he's licking his lips. He's taking a swing. That's wide. No wide given. I mean, it's wide of the crease, but that's a dot ball. And someone's just sort of tossed that to no man's land. And sort of as the game winds down, some sloppy fielding. So Amor comes on to bowl his 4th ball, the over. Let's see. There's talk in the field, and John's.
I think we really need the match referee to come in now. There has been a lot going on in the field. As a full toss.
That's gone for 4, surely.
Good one by John again.
So that's through the covers, full toss, and he's driven that through the covers for 4. So now it's 5 needed. 5 runs, guys.
5 to win. 1 hit. 1 hit.
So two balls to go.
2 to go.
Come on, we're Beachcombers. It's never over till it's over. Right, so he's gone. Tamor's going round the wicket now to try that. I think that's a good move. Been expensive.
And that was outside.
Yeah, VJ's started sledging the bowler, which is late coming, but I guess with 3 to win, even VJ is now confident of getting over the line in this match. Trots in to bowl his last ball.
That's for the full toss and a no ball.
Yes.
We have 1 free hit.
So that's a free hit. With 2 needed. So this could be and the batsman has fielded the ball, which kind of sums up the energy in the field at times today. So inexplicable how they're getting the ball back to the bowler. Right. Oh no, they've decided not to run that. John retains the strike for the next over. 10 overs gone for 60. So the run rate has rocketed, hasn't it? It was
Yes.
32 a moment ago. We were 32 off 8, 34 off 8. We've had 16 off the last 2 overs. And the game complexion of the game has changed completely. So who's? I assume they're bringing on another of their stronger bowlers. I think there's still hope for KCU if they can get wickets.
But BeachCombers, they still have two more batsmen to bat.
I see. Well, absolutely. 4 wickets needed. I mean, 4. They've got 5 down. You need to get 9 wickets for the game.
Yeah, 5 down.
5 down. I'm not sure who the other batsman is.
Oh, it's one done, and that's the match over. Woo!
We won! Yeah, somehow. Woo! Well done, skipper. You won it.
Good bowling attack, huh?
Good one, good one.
Good man, John. Good man. This is what it is. 2 ticks in your mouth.
बहुत बढ़िया. भाई ये ट्रेडर गया है बाहर खाने के लिए, आया नहीं अभी तक.
Feeling we're not used to.
We're aiming for the berth in the playoff. One more match.
So God loves an optimist as well as a trier.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, well played today. Some sense prevailed in the camp and in the dugout. There were less emotions today, and we're glad that we are on the winning side.
Yes, there's some good